The brand new Chapter 6 Season 3 is here, and I've been trying my hardest to find the best controller settings. And with controller getting a big aim assist buff this season, it made finding the best settings way easier. So if you play on controller or console and want the best settings for aim, I can guarantee you one of these settings will work for you. Oh my god, Aimbot! I have found the perfect controller settings, and we're gonna get into them right now. But real quick, just before we get into the settings, I have a 1v1 map, and I put the best settings in here, so if you guys don't see me upload, you could go into this map. We update the settings every Friday. So starting in the display tab, I play on windowed full screen, 1920 by 1080, VSync off, make sure this is off for input delay. My frame rate shows 60, but I actually play on 237 on a 240 Hz monitor. Rendering mode DX12, but usually I'll play on performance mode because you get way more FPS. The quality is really good on DX12 though, it'll make it look like console. My brightness is on 150, try brightness on 150, it honestly feels lower delay. I'm not even joking, you could give it a try yourself. My user interface contrast, I don't have this on. Colorblind on Tritanope 7. Motion blur, have this off. On console, this might be on, so turn this off. User interface parallax, turn this on. In the graphics quality, not too much you need to change in here. Definitely have view distance on medium. Everything else could be on all low. Show FPS, I have this on. Reflex low latency on plus boost. If your PC isn't that good and you don't get a lot of FPS, then put this to on. Okay, now into the audio tab. So my main is on 75%. Sound effects also on 75%. Voice chat, you could have that lower. Sound quality on low. Definitely have this on low. 3D headphones, turn this on. It shows the direction of people way better. Background audio off. Subtitles, have these all to the lowest or to the left. Visualize sound effects is super OP. I would have this setting on, but if you're a casual, have it off. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now for the communication tab. Nothing really too important over here. In the game tab, there's definitely some important settings. Now, if you're lagging in creative, like some maps your ping is higher than normal, you could put this to auto, and that should fix most of your bugs. You could also try my zero delay map on screen right here. I usually get lowest ping ever, and I live in Canada. It shows 36. And I'm getting around 10 to 12 ping in this map. It's actually crazy. In the movement tab, toggle sprint on, auto open doors on, mantle activation, hold jump, hurdle activation, press jump. In the combat tab, hold to swap pickup, you want this on, toggle targeting off. Auto equip better items, I have this default on, mark danger when targeting on, auto pickup weapons, I would have these off. And then nothing really too important. Preferred item slots, this is what I have it set to. You could copy this, it works perfect for reload. Auto sort consumables to the right, have this on. In the building tab, reset building choice on, and turbo building, really important to have this setting on. In the editing tab, simple edit, I have this on. Tap to simple edit, have this also on if you want instant edits. Now if you turn simple edit off, these are the best settings to use. Auto confirm edits, have this on both, and disable pre-edit option, have this on. But I'm going to turn simple edit back on. In the extra game options, NVIDIA highlights, you want this off. Peripheral lighting, have this off. Tap to search, have this on, it's really good. And have both the FOVs to the max if you want the best settings. In replays, have these all off, it absolutely destroys FPS. Energy saving, you also want this set to never. And then both these have these off. They're energy saving features, you don't really need them, so turn these off. Okay, and now for the game UI tab. So this is your reticle, have this on. Reticle ammo indicator, have this also on. The show spread first persons, I have these both off. This is for ballistic, so it doesn't matter for BR. Damage numbers on cumulative, I used to have it on list, but this works way better. Also, Peterbot uses it. Reticle damage feedback off. Damage number scale, I have this to the highest just so I could see exactly how much I hit the enemy for. HUD scale on 81%, and then all the other options, you could copy what you need from here. Net debug stats, this is your ping, I believe, if you want to see it. And quest progress, you want this off. This will show like what you've completed in game, but it doesn't really matter, so I have it off. In the touch and motion, now this is gyro aiming. So a lot of people used to use this back then, but nowadays you want to have all this off, especially the gyro aiming multipliers. So I'm going to turn these all off on my keyboard. It's just easier. Zoom scale sensitivity. This is a brand new setting. I'm going to turn that off as well. That's very important that you have all these settings off. Okay, perfect. I have the best settings applied for that tab. And for the mouse and keyboard tab, I have most of these all off. As you can see, I've even turned the sensitivity all the way down. Apparently, if you turn all these off, if you're on controller, it definitely helps with input delay. I tested it in creative and it seemed to work, so give it a try. But skipping over the keyboard controls into the controller settings, and you're gonna wanna stay till the end because this is the best sensitivity I've found, and they're a slower sensitivity, but I hit every shot. On the faster sensitivity I'm gonna show later in the video also works great. So if you're a slow player or a fast player, one of these settings will work for you. So in the input tab, invert controller view, I have this off. Controller auto run, I also have this off. Build immediately, builder pro on, and both the edit hold times, you want to put these to the lowest they could possibly go. As you can see, 0.100 would be the lowest. Slide hold time, I have this to the highest. That's so I accidentally don't slide. But most pros actually have this lower at around 2.200. That's what most pros use. I have it to the highest for now though. Reset camera axis, I have this on pitch. Reset camera time to the lowest, vibration off, and now let's get into the best settings. So button group, you could have this on both, but for the sensitivity, now these settings are the best settings I've ever tried. Let's get right into them. Look sensitivity, you want these on 3, and same with the aim sensitivity, also on 3. If you turn advanced options off, you could change these. It does affect your sensitivity, so be careful what you choose. I would copy what I have here, so 3 on both, with the build mode on 2.0, edit mode 2.0, first person on 1, and for the look speeds, 36, 36, it's not too fast and it's not too slow, it's just perfect. For the boost, have these both off, turning boost ramp time on 0 seconds, instant boost when building off, and for the ADS, oh, these ADS settings are insane. I'll show a tracking clip on screen. Yeah, I mean, these settings are insane. So for the ADS, have it on 8.8 with a 1-1 boost. This 1 boost actually helps a little bit, especially if the target's moving faster than it generally would. This 1 boost kicks in when you turn your joystick all the way to the right. It definitely helps. So yeah, it's good for tracking fast targets. Scope speed multiplier on 0.86. In the advanced sensitivity, 0.03 look dampening time. Have this on 0.3. It helps you hit a lot more shotgun shots, especially for higher damage. Definitely helps on linear settings. Exponential settings, you don't really need it since it's slower. So look input curve, have this on linear, and both the aim assist on 100%. Now for the dead zones, 10 and 10. These are perfect, and just make sure you have foot controller off. But you're gonna wanna stay till the end of the video so I could show the best fast sensitivity. It's actually aimbot. So foot controller, dead zone, just have these all to the lowest. Even though it's off, I would still have these to the lowest setting. Now let's get into my controller binds. Have the custom binding presets on custom so you could customize your settings. Make sure it's on custom. PlayStation 5 if you play on a PlayStation 5 controller. And let's get right into the settings. So I am a non-claw player, as you guys know. I edit with left stick, I confirm with right stick, I pull out my builds with circle, but you could pause the video where you need. These are my binds. Okay, and now for the fast sensitivity. So I found these because I was scrolling YouTube looking for settings, and I came across these settings. They're a faster sensitivity, but they seem to work great for me. Even though I'm used to a slower sensitivity, these worked amazing. So build mode 2.1, edit mode 2.3, and you want to keep these at 3 as well, same as the slower sensitivity. Use advanced, keep this on. For the look horizontal speed at 38 and the vertical speed also on 38. With a 1-1 boost, no boost ramp time, and instant boost when building, have this off. For the ADS, have this on 10-10 with a 1-1 boost. I was testing this in the aim trainer and it worked amazing. We're keeping that scope speed multiplier on 0.86. In the advanced sensitivity, I keep look dampening time on always. No matter what, faster sensitivity or slower, I love this 0.3 dampening time. Sometimes I'll actually put it on 0.6, but you could play with this setting, see what you like. I like this setting. So look input curve on linear, both aim assist at 100, and for the dead zones, the left stick on 8% and the right stick on 11. This will keep it so your aim's always on the target. Trust me, you'll love these settings. Enable foot controller off, and yeah, now let's definitely get into some gameplay on these settings. That's aimbot, bro. GG's, bro. Full box. 40. Too easy, bro. That's a free kill. 70. GG's, bro. Bro, Simplet, it's too good. Aimbot? Dude, you are not running. See you later, bro. This guy's like 1 HP. Nice, let's go. Free kill, let's go. $130? Dude, this guy's a psycho. Let's go. Oh my god, bro. We definitely gotta key this. Full box? Too easy. This guy's just griefing both of us. And the solo's just targeting me. Bro, I'm so low. I don't know why they're not fighting. Okay, we have full shield now. We can for sure win this. I have like no mats right now. Okay, nice. Let's go. Wait, we might actually be able to win this. I can't even pop my med kit. Okay, I cracked his shield. Bro's just camping on height like Kimi. No way, let's go, bro. These settings are insane. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and touch that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I post the best settings on YouTube.